What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Today I wanted to go over my watch list for this upcoming week. So first off, Netflix. So we've been in a bull flag in Netflix for the past couple of days, and I'm looking at this for a breakout of the bull flag to go long on a very short day trade. And then we have, let's see here, NVDA waiting for the break of the highs right here at 230.43. Then similar to Netflix, I'm going to be going in for 10 contracts of calls for NVIDIA for a very short day trade. Swing trading, as I do every week, I'm going to go ahead and do my gold trade, my GLD trade every Thursday. I do it every Thursday regardless of where gold is at. I do a minimum of 3 contracts, buy 3 calls at the money, and my take profit is 1 at 25% and 2 at 50%, regardless of the technicals. So I don't even know why I pulled up the charts. Snapchat. So Snapchat has been very quiet for the past, as you guys can see, it has been very quiet for the past few days. This is the weekly chart actually, 4-hour shoot. For the past few days, it's in a squeeze. The implied volatility is super low. So I'm going to go ahead and do a straddle on this and hope for the expansion of the implied volatility. So what a straddle is it is a spread for 2 at the money options. So let's go to the options chain. So let's go out to October 8th, for instance. You buy 1 at the money call and 1 at the money put, and you try to capitalize on the expansion of implied volatility. I'm probably not going to be doing just one. I'm going to be doing multiple contracts, so I do get out at different profit levels. Zoom. For Zoom, I have been seeing, a bullish pattern for the past few days. I guess you could say it's relatively bullish, but my main goal here is to go long for the fill of this gap. I'm not gonna do a very large position on this just because, again, it doesn't seem very bullish. But my overall strategy for this is I get the range of the first day from all-time highs of the day to all-time lows of that day, and whichever way it does break out and close above or below on the daily channel, I put my stop loss 3 cents below the other side, and my take profit is half gap and full gap. Same scenario with UPS, but I'm not going to go into that just because it's not a very good setup. Let's see, Jets and GDX. So what Jets is it's the ETF for pretty much a lot of the airlines, AUL, AAL, JetBlue, Alaskan Airlines. So it's just exchange traded fund for all those combined. So I did do a trade on Jets right here. I went long, I think it was around here, took some profit here, and then exited the rest right here. So what I'm going to be waiting for this week is hopefully for Jets to touch this support at 21.50, and then probably going to take an entry on the 30-minute and see what will happen. Obviously depends on what the overall market does. Let's go to Apple. So Apple was in a squeeze on the daily chart, as you guys could see right here. It was in a squeeze for the longest time ever. I actually did a trade on this, but I didn't go very far out on the squeeze, so I had to sell the contracts with a very, very small profit. But hey, profit is better than a loss, right? So it was in a squeeze uptrended a little bit, and as the overall market started to sell off on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Apple sold off with it. So I'm going to wait for Apple to go down all the way to the outside of the linear regression channel on the daily. So what the linear regression channel is, it takes into account this is the 1 standard deviation and 2 standard deviations of kind of the price action, not on the option side of things. This has nothing to do with implied volatility. It's purely based off of price action. But I'm going to be waiting for it to touch the bottom of the LRC, if it even does. And I'm also expecting a touch of this level of structure right here, and then probably going to have an entry on the 30-minute, again depending on what the market does. And just wanted to share something on the markets here on /ES, which is the S&P 500 futures. So there's a gap here that hasn't been filled in the past 2 weeks. So when indices usually do gap up or gap down, especially SPY, it likes to fill in the maximum next 1 or 2 weeks, right? In very, very rare circumstances, it doesn't fill. So as you guys can see, there's a big gap here, smaller gap here. We gapped up. There was a gap here, but it was very small. Not that important as this gap. We filled that. We filled this one, and on Friday we filled almost half of, well, not half, less than that, but of this initial gap. So once we do end up filling this gap, touching this support, I'm going to be able to take a much more confident position on Apple, right? And for GE, so GE I've been watching for the past few weeks here. It's currently in a pennant. I'm waiting for a break, preferably to the upside. I'm going to be taking a third of my position off at 108.95, and my final take profit is going to be 115. This weekend, or this Friday, we have quadruple witching, which is the expiration of single stock options, single future options, futures, and stock indices all at once at the same hour. So I'm not going to go too in depth about that right now, but I am going to do a video sometime this week regarding quadruple witching. That'll be it for today's market analysis. If you guys do have any other suggestions or any other feedback, please let me know in the comment section. And I hope you guys got something out of the video.